Hi, everyone. Welcome to Behind the whatever,
Beyond the headlines.
beyond the headlines.
Behind the scenes, beyond the
Behind
headlines,
the scenes, beyond the headlines.
under the
Oh,
bridge.
gosh, you guys, it's Friday.
Yeah, for
Turn
sure.
some of these on. Um, oh gosh, and my allergies. They are kicking my butt, you guys. Behind
Ooh,
the eight ball. That's for sure, Warren.
that's realistic right there.
That is the real truth. Yes, Ness, thank you. Celebration. We're celebrating tonight. There you go.
Woo!
Woo! That was fun. I
Congratulations.
happened to see it when it was at 14,999, and I'm like, I need one more, just one more person. But then it
Yay.
went on up over, so that was fun. So yeah, so we are here, and it's like every day there's 500,000 things that we could read on or want to know more about, and the news. But some positive things. I was encouraged to see all those judges and stuff coming together today. I know it's so overwhelming, Warren, but they came together today and kind of vowed their commitment to holding up the Constitution and for the people and like that. So that was encouraging, and I think that was very positive, a positive vibe to throw out to people to see that the justice system is not going to um, kowtow to the regime.
Right.
Yeah, so that was positive.
That was positive. We got to hear from Kamala a little bit this week. And
There's a positive thing.
that's very
Kamala,
positive. Uh,
after from what I understand, my members let me know that there's a hundred day statute that you're not supposed to hear from that person.
oh, so that's why she came out of the woodwork then.
Yeah. We
Nice.
were thinking, everybody was complaining, like, why aren't we hearing from her? Why isn't she doing it? Well,
She waited. Okay.
she waited the 100 days
That makes sense.
because we're fucking rule followers.
Unfortunately, following the rules doesn't work anymore.
It's not the system. Yeah.
It's slow. It's slow going. I was even inspired to hear from, was it, God, I'm telling you, all the days run together. Al Gore. I was even happy to see Al Gore
Al
talk.
Gore. Yep.
Yeah.
He came out
Was that
and
this week or last week?
I think that was this last week, right?
Okay.
I think so. Maybe it
Yeah.
was. I don't know. I've seen it. And then, we had where the statute for that you can see the Republicans trying to push forward for Americans to be United States citizens to be able to be deported. That whole thing was going down. So you had a bunch of the Democratic Senate people speaking out. So we're getting a lot more
And I hate
vocal.
that they're calling that deportation because that goes against the whole definition of deportation. You can't deport a U.S. citizen. What it is you're exiling them. You're doing your thing where you just snatch them up against their rights and throw them somewhere else where they do
It's
not
called
belong. It's
it's called
stupid.
kidnapping and
Yeah, it's kidnapping.
trafficking. Human trafficking is what it's
It's
called.
ridiculous. It is not deportation, but they're trying to
And
promote it under the guise of deportation. That's not what it is.
where are they gonna?
Where are you going to go? Are you just going to pick and choose?
Where are you gonna put?
You know what I mean?
Anyways, so more shenanigans this week, as you can see, but we've also had some positive things, positive energy coming up as well, and so that feels good. But and we are seeing folks who voted for this madness
Mhm.
back down, stop their support. It's starting to hit them, right?
Well, and then it goes back to what you and I talk about sometimes. They don't come to until it affects them, which is
Exactly.
unfortunate, but whatever. If it puts us all on the same team just to get this
Yeah.
shit done,
We don't have to be friends, but if it
that's fine. Yeah.
because we're still not
We
on
don't have
this
to make out.
we
Let's
are
just
not on exactly. We are not on the same moral level.
no, but that's
You know,
fine.
and it to come around when it affects you, but when it was affecting others, you didn't care.
Yeah, when there's everybody else, it
You
was like, oh well,
can't be
we'll work
friends.
through it. But now it's important. But that's fine. We'll work those things out later on. You know what I mean? We'll work it out later.
Yeah, and
I'm not starring anything. Sorry. Here, you take a break from the starring. I'll
thank
star.
you. I'm staring over. And yeah, Nanette says Pam Bondi. That's another person I have to read on.
Pam Bondi is
I
a
can't
complete
even.
moron. I can't with her. I cannot.
Federal agents can bust in homes with no warrants. I mean, this is not okay. We've seen what happened to that poor family that just moved for a better life. Moving, the husband wasn't there yet. He was still moving some stuff. So she was there with the daughters and they just busted right in, stole their money.
Put them out in the rain.
Put them out in the rain in their
Teenagers
underwear.
in their underwear in the rain with these men.
And no one's taking a responsibility. No one's saying, yeah, that was no. Horrid. So you were already seeing this happening. So what's happening here with Pam Bondi and all this whole thing? It's opening up a door for massive abuse and who knows who these people are? Like people could just dress up like and say
Dress
we're
up
ICE.
like them. Don't identify yourself. Show up with zip ties and just yank you to a second location, and that's okay.
Yeah,
and that's not okay.
It is not. Thank you, Rose Blue. Very kind.
You know what?
Just say just say when you call. So when you do your calls, you guys are calling your people every day, right? You're still on that speed dial. Remember speed dial?
I remember speed dial.
Yeah, that was cool. Just
that was cool. You made me snort. Yeah, that was cool.
That was cool.
I want to know what happened.
You don't have to format a big old letter. Just say, "Do your fucking job," and hang up.
Click.
I like it. Click.
I want to know what happened to the two Black women who got zip tied and arrested at the protest. You realize that was never followed up on? What was that? Was that just an example?
Well, yeah, but
or was it just a case of the Black people showing up and they should have stayed at home?
And I have watched.
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo. I have seen quite a few videos following up and just saying they didn't get the memo. They were supposed to stay home.
Is that what they're saying? That's funny.
This is what you're supposed to. And as soon as a Black person shows up, they're arrested.
The SWAT team lined up. Cops were lined up for these two women who didn't resist.
No, they were just like, what? Horrid.
Whatever.
But it goes to show you what we've been saying and what the community has been saying, the Black community has been saying, you guys, this is why we're not showing up, because as soon as we show up, that's when you're going to get the police there. And sure enough, that's what happened. And if you look back on history, that's always how it ends up. And so,
yeah. Joy saw that. She said, I saw that. It was unbelievable. I don't remember what state it was. Do you?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But it was such a non-issue arrest or whatever. They were just protesting like everybody else.
Yeah, they were just walking with the
Black
other
women. Yeah.
few thousand people, and they just took these 2 older Black women.
Right.
Yeah, and Ink and Flame says, "But there's no racism," right? Yeah,
No, that doesn't
horrid.
exist at
It
all.
doesn't exist.
Mm-mm.
But, yeah. So, we are gonna read on your question first, Melody, because I know the votes are being counted right now, right? Today was the actual voting day, but people have been voting all week, right? Pre-voting or whatever.
It
Uh,
was Oklahoma, by the way,
Oklahoma.
is what Amanda said.
Gotcha. So, and yeah, and so my nickname for the ice, of course, is um, Trump's, private Gestapo police.
Is that the nickname?
I mean, I don't. You're like, did you just
I
make
was
that
waiting for a big. You went into it like you really had this whole
like
name.
you
My
guys are?
nickname.
No, it's not like I have the nicknames. You all have the nicknames, so I'm sure someone else has a better nickname. But I call it the ice holes. Ooh, I like
Ice
that one.
holes is good, Mimi. Yeah,
But
for sure.
it's definitely the private police, like Gestapo.
The Gestapo.
Horrid. Louisiana passed a law reversing this.
Desegregation.
Oh,
Nice. Here we go.
here we go.
And so it begins.
I have a story about desegregation. I grew up in San Diego. So, 60s, I grew up in the 60s and the 70s, 60s and 70s. And I I didn't know about desegregation. It wasn't part of my story at all. Like everybody was all,
Mhm.
I just never had that. And that was the 60s and 70s. It got into the 80s. And my sister-in-law in the 80s, she said that, and I forget now, but maybe it was Mississippi, one of those. They were still having hospitals that had a Black entrance and a white entrance at hospitals. And I was so blown away that that was a reality. So it's still, again, the growing and the learning and as soon as I knew that, then I just like would dive in. I wanted to know everything and this needs to stop. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
just anything like, but it was
Yeah.
just not in my radar because it wasn't like I just didn't grow up around that. I didn't know
See, here in
that
Kentucky,
was still happening in the 80s.
70s was elementary school for me. And here in Kentucky, we had the busing thing. That
Oh,
was an issue. Um, but as far as segregation in Louisville, you know, I don't remember. It
so
either didn't
Louisville's,
happen or I just wasn't around it or I didn't.
you weren't exposed to it either. So, but Louisville's a little bit of ahead of the time, right?
Louisville's almost seriously, it's almost Midwest. Almost, guys. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. Louisville's got its problems, but there are segregated things in Louisville still, actually. Uh, People don't talk about it because it's so it never even really came to mind to me until all this has gone on. I think our funeral homes are segregated. You can be buried
Still.
anywhere,
Okay, because they
but I
didn't
think
used to
the
be like
funeral homes are segregated
okay,
in Louisville. I'm
in
not kidding.
Louisville.
I think so. Because when you
Okay.
think about it, relatives of mine have had to have their funeral homes at a certain funeral home or their funerals held at a certain funeral home,
Okay.
a
Okay.
designate, but you can be buried anywhere.
Okay. But you didn't used to be able to be buried anywhere.
No, that's true too. In fact, there is a cemetery here where there is a section when that was the case, and a lot of those are unmarked graves.
Yeah, horrid.
Mhm. Yeah.
Horrid.
Mhm.
Oh, we have to do better.
Yeah.
So all I'm gonna say is 8647.
I've got no hat. Oh, I do have the love hat though.
And love, period. 8647 and love.
86
Both
and
of which you can find on freebirdspirit.com
I
shop slash
I love
shop.
I love being your love model for the I
Yeah.
love
Yay.
the hair's getting bigger, so it's harder to get this hat on.
Well, the new ones I have in my shop would be a little bit, see, they're a little bit bigger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
if you need a new one,
I'll have to upgrade.
upgrade on
Mhm.
upgrade. Yeah.
All right.
Yay. So, well, I'm glad we're saving the world, Lisa.
One day at a time, babe. One day at a time.
Oh my gosh. So, and if you guys, welcome everyone again. And we see you, even if you're not in the chat, we see you, giving you a big hug. Thank you for being here with us and just sharing the energy together, shouldering all this shit show together. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else but here with you all to help shoulder this. What? I mean, I'm sorry I'm laughing, but what do you do? Like, I don't even,
Sometimes you have to.
it's just so crazy town.
Every
But it's
day.
real. So
Every day.
it's real. What'd you say?
No, I'm just saying every day it's always
Oh,
something
every
different.
day.
Right when you
Yeah.
kind of try to wrap your head around something,
Yeah.
there's something else.
Uh,
No, sorry. Go ahead with what you
all
were.
right. So United, we should show you all. Yeah.
Oh, don't forget what you mentioned. Melody had a.
Yes, we're gonna do her question first.
Let me find her.
She's right here at the top.
You got her.
Mhm. So today, okay, we saw that, and I knew the message I received about when I was asking just in general about Canada and Australia and because they both have this conservative movement going on and this big election, and it means a lot, right? So, I mean, every election means a lot, but we have a lot riding right now, obviously. And so, but what I heard was people are seeing the downfall of the United States, and they don't want that. Even if they're on the right, they don't want what's happening here to
Mhm.
happen there, and they're seeing it playing out. So I do feel, and I just felt like, yeah, that's gonna turn the pendulum or whatever
Mhm.
to the liberal winning. Um, and we saw that happen in Canada. You're welcome,
Right.
Canada.
Canada got a gift.
You're welcome.
But and we even talked about that too off the record. Like the one positive thing Trump did was help Canada out with their election. Pretty much, they're like, "Oh, we don't want this. We don't
Yeah.
know. We don't want what's happening over there for sure."
So let's take a look at the outcome of this current election that happened today, and early votes came in this week for Australia. And I guess it's the beginning of the day there. I mean, it's still morning there, so the polls, are still will be going for quite a
It's
while because I guess it's still morning.
Saturday morning there. Is that
It's
right?
Saturday morning, yeah. So let's take a look. I still feel I feel records of numbers. I guess maybe do you have to vote there, Melody? Or, I mean, is it like a law, like you have to vote if you're eligible to vote, you have to vote? Or because I feel like people are really taking it serious. I feel a different energy behind it. That's all I can say.
Oh, I got good cards.
Pomona says, as a Canadian, yes, you really did help. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you got it. I've got nothing but positive cards for Australia here in regards to Alba being reelected. I got the Star. I got the Ace of Swords. I got the Page of Pentacles. And I got the Strength card.
There you go. That feels good.
It feels really good. Really smooth. Like not a blurred decision with that. It seems pretty cut and dry on my end. But I'm curious to see what you get.
Yeah. I have to use different cards. I'm going to use these.
Hi, Mary and Sharon, Tom, and everybody.
But I do feel a different energy behind it. I'm not like a new energy but I feel like people are concerned for sure, but I feel like a whole different energy behind it. Elbow. I guess it's elbow. Anthony Albanese is his name. It feels positive for him. Yeah. It feels very positive. King of Wands. I got the Strength card as well. And the Star of Hope for him. But yeah, I think he's holding on to it. I have the Lovers and the Queen of Pentacles there, kind of holding on with the King of Wands, the Strength card, and the Star card. So,
oh, we both got the Strength card and the Star card.
Oh, there
we
you
got
go.
Two same cards.
You can't go against that. We both got the same cards.
Look at that.
So I am feeling very positive. That's the energy I'm feeling behind it. I feel like people are like, oh, hell no, we do not want to be the United States. That's embarrassing.
Hey, at least we're setting an example. We're glad to help.
You're welcome.
You're so
welcome. All right, Melody, I'm glad I got to your question because I remember last week and I got off and I'm walking up the stairs. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to do Melody's question.
So look at what Michelle said. Australia also has preferential voting. All candidates in the House of Reps must be numbered. On the Senate ballot, a minimum of 5 parties or 12 individuals must be numbered.
Oh.
Interesting.
It seems very complicated, but good, right? Very thorough.
I'm all about thorough. For sure. That's cool.
Albanese. Thank you, Michelle. All right.
All right. Thanks, Melody, for your question.
And if I haven't mentioned it and you're listening to me, you're like, what's wrong with her? Massive allergies, you guys. Are you choosing?
I am.
Yay! Oh,
Well, hold on. Dibsy. Hi, Dibsy.
hi, Deb.
This regime is setting things up for a military state style policing situation. Will they actually get this done?
So Deb, yeah, I'm not saying yes, they're going to get this done, but they have they've put 5 is it 5 million? I'll have to look it up, but they've put I want to say 5. It has to be more than 5 million, but something like that towards building this police, the fake police,
The ICE?
the ICE, and but creating it to be like a
Oh, I
policing.
know what you're talking about. They're appointing citizens. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
That,
they
they're
already have 500 of those, but they
five,
want 10 million. They
just
want
random citizens that they
10.
appoint.
They're building a 10 million. A 10 million. Is it 10? I have to.
I forget the
I wrote
number.
have it in my notes here. I gotta look at it because
Giving them the authority
I
to
did a deep dive on
perform
this.
as ICE. Yeah.
Yeah, I did a deep dive on this. So it's coming out at midnight, but I have notes here. I write some notes for that kind of thing.
That's very regime-y.
Very regime-y.
Mm-hmm.
And here it is.
Yes, smiling heart, exactly. MAGA militia of ice holes. Yes. That's what they
Oh gosh. Big beautiful bill. Where did it go? I lost my notes.
Well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so $8 billion has been allocated specifically to hire 10,000 new personnel for enforcement. So you're definitely on the right track he is building his own little force here.
Well,
$8 billion towards this, guys.
I really want to know what you've got on this because according to my cards, it looks like it's already. I got the 4 of coins, the 4 of swords. I almost feel like somebody's already been appointed.
Oh.
I mean, I think it's almost. Can that be done? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like something's a little under wraps with that, but I feel like they already have initiated that process. Is what I'm trying to say here.
Yes.
And I got the chariot rolling it out. I even got the 2 of coins, Knight of Wands. I think that's a real thing, guys. Unfortunately.
Yep. Yeah, so I agree. And we're gonna we'll look at that next, smiling heart. Tom, thank you so much. Blessings to you. Yeah, definitely a dictator move. This is definitely in the plan. I get that King of Swords in reverse. Abuse of power, dictatorship move, and this is absolutely what they are offering to set this up and make that happen. This is us on the other end of that. The stress is real, and I feel like it's going to be a sudden rollout where we'll see it happen. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Look at that policing.
Yep. I feel like it's going to be like, even though we see it building and we see the numbers here and the 8,
Yeah.
we
I mean,
know
people
that
are already making the phone calls,
yeah,
my neighbor, my coworker.
yeah, people are turning people in left and
Yeah.
right.
Because it's the patriotic thing to do.
It's a repeat of history, guys. Repeat of history. But yeah. So I think it's already implemented, and they've, like you said. I do feel, however, that it'll be my intuition on this is that it will be judicially stopped. Like it's against the law. But some of the things all the things they're implementing. So
Do you think it'll be judicially stopped, or do you think just judicially they will try to stop?
right. That, but I do feel like it's going to be stopped.
Okay.
We can look at that. Let's look at it.
You know what though, with all the weirdness in El Salvador though, maybe it will be stopped.
Anderson, that's horrid. My neighbor told people to no longer speak to me because I'm a Democrat.
Wow. Really?
Because you have a heart and a moral compass. Don't
What
talk to
is
them.
going
They have a moral
on?
compass. Horrid. All right. Are they going to stop them? From what I felt when I was doing the deep dive, I did feel like we're going to see some stuff, but I feel like it's going to be stopped. Yeah. I feel like it's going to be stopped. Yeah, they're going to get some stuff. They're going to get some stuff down, but I do feel like they're going to get, I feel like they're going to get stopped. Like they're going to do their thing. But you have the chariot, the magician coming in, and team and justice.
Yeah.
People coming together and stopping this.
Well, I even got a big old RIP here.
Ooh, there you go. That's what we want to see.
Yeah. So that's good. Yay. Any little nugget of positivity.
We need a nugget.
It's like just throw us a bone, man.
A little nugget.
Just a nugget.
Okay.
Thanks, Tiffany.
Yeah. All right. So the next question was, where did it go? I think it was Smiling Heart. And there she is. Okay.
Erik Prince.
Is Erik Prince involved here? My skin crawls. My skin crawls with that name. Yeah, I think so, Nora. I think so. So I do feel, I know that he offered a plan to the regime. So I'm wondering if he is involved. But every time I say his name or see his name, my skin crawls. A lot of blood on his hands. Okay, show me.
Well, I got the Knight of Pentacles, the Fool, the Five of Swords. Look at that warning on there with the Five of Swords. And I got the Five of Wands.
Ooh. Yeah.
I mean, I want to say yes.
Yeah, I do too. I think he was
What you got?
given this opportunity to do this. The future. I have the Two of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Death card. But I do feel like there was some sort of connection to him.
Mm-hmm. Right, Sandra. It starts with immigrants and ends with us.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Dragonfly, I was surprised by that too.
What?
Dragonfly said, I can't believe that someone is actually married to Stephen Miller. He is such a little turd. I'm surprised too. I don't know anything about her, but I did hear that he's married.
And kids. Don't they have kids?
Do they? That's unfortunate.
Right, you guys?
I don't know, man. He's the worst. He is the worst. Talk about hateful. And he's up for the new position.
They have 3 kids.
He's supposed to be the new, you know what I mean? Security guy, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. He has a lot of blood on his hands. And he is.
He has
age. Here, I asked Smiling Heart about so you have him. His past is he's so much blood on his hands.
On Stephen Miller's?
Here's the main card. No, Erik Prince.
Oh, Erik Prince.
Here he is.
Oh, well, there you go.
And he and this is what he's about.
Oh, dark. There's those goosebumps you're getting.
Yeah, that's exactly why I was feeling
all the
weirded about it. And if anybody's wondering, these are the true crime oracle cards.
Those are pretty cool. Are those new?
I've had them for a couple months, I think. A month or so. A couple months. Time is so hard these days. I don't know.
I like them a lot.
I do too. I use them in my deep dives, actually.
They're good for the creepy stuff.
They're good for the creepy stuff. I also have this deck. I'll use these next so you guys can see them. What's the Tea?
Ooh.
And they're pretty interesting too. So we'll use that next. So I'll look for it. Okay. Here's a little something different. Oh, all right. So, hi, Maria. Happy Friday. Yay. Can we look at the Luigi court case regarding the United Healthcare CEO? Thank you. So what's happening with that? I haven't heard, like, it's almost like I just was thinking, Maria, I was just thinking about this the other day. Like, why
Luigi was such a thing, right? Yeah.
What's happening with Luigi? So, Luigi. I feel like, obviously they're happy. It's not, everybody's not talking about it like we were, but like the energy has shifted to all the rest of the madness that's going on.
Distractions. Everybody's memory is so short.
But I do know that the United Healthcare is up to their same old bullshit. It really, really needs to be taken down. It's such a horrid system. Luigi. All right. Okay. Interesting.
There's still a lot of okay, regarding Luigi.
Yeah.
I did get the 5 of Pentacles, and this is worry in this deck. So there's
Mhm.
still a lot of worry about
Mhm.
that particular case. Oh, and look, it's kind of a health care card. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Yep. But I did get completion, the 4 of Wands. A conclusion will be found regarding this. But there's something that seems very do I want to say staged? I'm only saying that because I got this Princess of Wands and it's the dancer, the performing person here.
Okay.
There's something that's still very bizarre with this. Prudence is the next card. This is the 8 of Pentacles. There's some fine print with all of it. At the end, I got futility though. 7 of Swords. So it feels like there's some complexity with this, like a lot of complexity with this.
Yeah, there is.
But there is a conclusion that's going to be found. Not certain about if that's a good conclusion or a bad one on Luigi's behalf. But it feels like answers will be revealed. Like maybe once there is more attention resumed on Luigi's case, it's actually going to open more doors, maybe into not only the ins and outs of the company, but it's like CEOs beware. I'm not saying CEOs beware because somebody's going to make a hit on you. It's really going to cause everybody to pay more attention to the finances, where money goes, where it doesn't go, who's being taken care of, who's not being taken care of, things like that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Like you said, this is a complicated case, you guys. There's still things to be learned. My cards are showing that there's a third party here. But I do see legal issues for him and like it's, I have legal issues and forcer on that, and that's like when someone gets in there and forces their way in and forces an issue here. But I have that. Of course, we have legal issues going on, so that's a thing. I do see that he's disappointed in how it's playing out. However, there's some interesting connection here with the lovers and the 5 of Wands, that combination with the love triangle card. So you have this combination for you tarot readers, and then you have this with it, this love triangle. This tells me there's information not landing yet that we might want to know about.
I mean, even just when you just step outside and kind of think about it, I mean, like, who would fund such a thing and who would benefit from such a thing? And who would plan it?
He was not the lone shooter or whatever.
One little dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just know that this process, it's going to be a slow process. So we're just kind of holding on right now, but the process is going to be slow.
Yep.
Yeah, interesting, interesting. Okay, your turn to pick.
Okay. Thank you, Maria.
Oh, defense is saying the prosecutors eavesdropped on a call with the lawyers. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. So that maybe that's where the legal issues are coming in.
How about
Oh,
ink?
and the three's a crowd thing too. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay.
What about ink and flame insights? Hi, ink and flame.
Hi, Ink and Flame.
So I get the sense this regime will worsen our existence in the U.S., but only until 2027. Is that what you're getting to?
Okay. I feel good about 2027.
Like before 2027.
Yeah, but I feel good by the time 2027 comes, I feel pretty good.
It'll be kind of leveled out by then, right? Or somewhat.
Yeah,
Something's going to happen this year. That's what I'm feeling.
Okay.
2027.
Well, 2026 is a lot of rebuilding but let's circle it.
I like that you said that because I'm thinking this year something's going to be nipped in the bud. That makes sense that the following year, 2026, would be rebuilding.
Oh yeah, Brady says that too. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, Brady.
2027 here. It's funny because I thought about doing, you know how every year we do like a predictions for that year. I didn't do one this year because I was going through all my stuff, so I just didn't do it. But I thought, oh, I should do a predictions for like show for like 2026 or 2027 just for fun.
You should.
Oh, there we go. We like that. Yeah.
Oh.
What? What'd you get?
Oh, let this be. I got transformation.
Yay.
Large transformation. I also got crossroads. And I got evil energy, though. But I got struck down right after that.
Oh, there you go.
But look at this one. I got magic happens.
Yay, magic.
So, yay. let's make this real, make this real, make this real.
Yes. That's a good idea, Christy.
What do you have?
Okay. I wanted to do this deck
Oh,
be like a little kind of
okay. Ink, we just got there to yours.
Okay, so this didn't really. All right. I feel like I didn't shuffle enough. All right. I will show you this. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse, so we are coming out of this energy. This is like the energy we're kind of coming out of. We're still finding our way back. We're taking inventory, seeing what we need to build on, fix, but we're still okay. Seven of Pentacles, you still have the garden. We have new opportunities, new ways moving forward with the Ace of Wands. We are recovering with that Five of Cups, and the outcome is the Ace of Swords. So we have two aces coming in for us, overall energy in 2027. That's positive. moving in new directions and
Yay.
doing new things.
Hang on
Okay.
tight, everybody. Hang on tight.
Hang on. Hang on. All right.
Thank you, Ink. Inflame.
You can flame. All right. Where's my?
Mhm.
There it is. Let's see what else we got going on here.
Yes, it's going to be a wild ride. Hi, Sheila.
See. Hanging on, Christy says. Medium Sheila says it's going to be a wild ride. Yes. Yes, it is. All right. Seascape. She's back. I had to say it right. What does the Felon and Company feel about Kamala's first speech? Will this unnerve them?
For sure.
Mm. Yeah. I'm surprised we didn't did a tweet come on out?
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'm surprised we didn't get a midnight
Where are
tweet.
the tweets?
You know?
You must have a head cold today. What? What? His internet must be down. Why is there no tweet about
Yeah.
Kamala?
Yeah.
There might be. I don't know if there's anything or not.
But it did. The thing is it's gonna up the ante. It's almost like they have to push back harder now or something. But
Here's my vibe on this. I feel like we know that he. What is it? Everybody says. What's the term? Biden lives rent free in his head, with everything.
Yeah.
I think if anything, Kamala resurfacing just triggers him with this, right?
Yeah.
The comparisons, the blame, the passing the buck, all that crap. So yeah, that kind of stuff for sure. But let's see what the cards are doing now.
Maria, I read about that. Felon 47 butt dialed an Atlantic reporter at 1:28 a.m. What?
What?
It's so crazy.
F-47 butt dialed.
Yeah, literally called a reporter in the middle of the night.
What is going on?
Can you imagine getting a call from the?
No. How stupid do we look all the time? My God.
Exactly.
How embarrassing is that?
Exactly. Oh, he's
Whatever.
Not happy about this. He's gonna try to ignore it.
Everything that now that she's back in business, everything that she says is going to make him do his thing where he uses what she says or what she does to fit his narrative. I got the 7 of Pentacles, got the Knight of Wands, I got the 3 of Pentacles. Actually, I almost kind of see that as the whole. I you know what? I don't know how I feel about that 3 of Pentacles. Maybe. And then I got the 10 of Cups too. Ooh, I'm feeling a certain way now.
What? What question did you ask?
The question that I asked was what is his reaction going to be to the fact that she is speaking?
Right. So he's going to come out with his team more with the American public.
She represents so much of everything that he's so against
Yeah.
that it's just going to set him off. So, if anything, actually, it may cause him to slip up even more than he already has been lately, because his temper is starting to really fly off the chain. So, this could be interesting, actually. The
Yeah.
timing of her showing up, pooping on his 100 days, is probably how he sees it.
There you go.
Yeah. So what do you have?
Well, here she comes in all her strength, and he
Mhm.
knows it. He sees it, and here he is.
Mhm.
Same old, same old. He's always the devil.
Yeah.
And here he is. Look at him, grudge holder,
Yeah.
holding that grudge. He's
Mhm.
going to hold on to it. Guess who's ignoring ignoring him? There she is, ignoring.
Yeah.
Ignore. See the cat.
He's not special. If anything, this might amp up his what he's trying to celebrate his birthday and all that. Oh, he's gonna go all in. He's gonna be balls to the wall on this one.
Yeah, no, I think he will, but I think he's going to be stopped. Um, and
Uh,
here he is, his
idiot.
illusions and delusions that he's going to
Yeah.
keep moving forward. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing here.
What a goober.
All right, you guys. What great questions. I know we didn't get to all of them, but now let's do a card for everyone here. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, good questions, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, wonderful.
And you got a couple of donations, I think. So I think.
Oh, Jeanette. I feel so in my members group we did a little reading on his celebration, and it feels like wah wah wah. Like,
That's even better.
yeah, overall I think, and some of the members here can correct me if I'm not remembering right, but what I can remember, it's not gonna happen. By the time we get there, it's gonna be boop.
That's
No.
awesome.
So
Isn't that a shame? Boo.
but yeah. All right. So a message for our team, our family here. You can go first.
Sure. I got find your haven. There is a place of wonder waiting just for you. Nice. There is just for you.
Yay.
There's a little mushroom and a little butterfly. If anybody's into that.
Aw.
Yay.
Mimi says, LOL. F-47 will have another John Deere tractor parade. So we have purpose and joy coming in, and I really feel like Spirit is reminding us that we, no matter even within this chaos that we wake up to daily, that we have a purpose in carrying the energy, whatever it is, but also that find things that you can express joy through and in, to keep that vibration up and going. Yeah, purpose and joy.
I love purpose and joy.
Yeah, me too. Moment to moment. Beautiful.
Absolutely.
These are intuitive views cards if you're interested. She's wonderful. Okay. All right. Well, we will see you all again. Gemini, Deb, thank you so much. Blessings to you. Thank you guys for the donations and the support and the subscribes. You can find Lisa at Spirit of Intuitive Tarot. Her channel is in the description, as well, and her website is spiritintuitivetarot.com. So, as well.
Yeah, book a reading.
Book a reading. And yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
I got nothing else to say.
Right. So thank you for all the moderators and all the love and this community. And we'll see you all next time.
We love
you guys.
y'all. Boop.